I need you to make sure your name is correct. Levant, Levant, how are you?
This was before he really exploded,
That person's gone.
before he went viral. This was the conversations he was having.
Decia, is that how you pronounce it? Thomas,
Hello.
how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am well. What do I have wrong about this?
Okay. What was the question? Cause YouTube had gotten cut off a few times, so I couldn't
Okay,
hear you.
so my question was, um, what did this brother go wrong? What did he do wrong? Because they were saying that he was getting burnt up and he was being rude and judgmental and condescending and talking down to folks. And, you know, I don't get it. Are you familiar with the article or the controversy that's going around?
I have no idea what they're
Yes, I
talking about.
heard a little bit about it, and I've read a few videos. Sorry, read. I've listened to a few videos on it so far.
Uh huh.
Um, Honestly, the main issue is that a lot of women, like we see other races of men who, go to school or like they start going to work, and that's very basic,
Mm-hmm.
just like a very basic foundation. And the gentleman, he seems to overinflate himself.
How do you over?
Look at that, 37 views in Instagram. Damn, man, that was back then when he was not that big. It just give you a very perspective how to be humble.
Like,
Inflate himself?
by saying he is like the prize, that he is, I guess, like the top dog. I mean, I guess in like the black community, yeah, he does seem like the top dog, but in other races of men, like actually, if you just take out race altogether, you can see that he would be
So,
on about the same playing
so,
level field.
so other races of men who become lawyers, um, don't consider themselves to be in the elite.
Well, he's not a lawyer. He just graduated school. That was it.
Okay, the other people, okay, you can downplay it as much as you want to, but men who graduate
Mm,
law school don't consider themselves to be elite.
that is a
Are
good
you a college
question.
graduate yourself?
No,
Okay.
Where'd you go? What's the highest level of school you completed?
some college.
Some college. What were you going
Mm,
to college for?
paralegal.
Paralegal,
Mm,
which means you would be working with attorneys.
mm-hmm.
All
Hmm.
right. Have you ever worked at a law firm before?
No, I did shadowing,
Okay.
if that
My
counts.
entire career, I sold to attorneys. I was so good at what I did, they actually had several firms that actually wanted to put me through law school. Are attorneys and physicians known as being the top professions?
Hmm.
It is. It
Okay.
is seen as a top profession.
So, and if you say you're going to be a paralegal and you've
Mm.
been around attorneys, are we saying that I'm a little confused saying you don't hear non-black men who are in these professions don't think that they're in the top ranks or the elite?
Mm. I think that a lot of women, like, I don't know the gentleman's name, but
His name is CJ. CJ is
okay,
King
CJ.
is what he's going by.
Okay, CJ.
Mhm.
I think a lot of ladies like see CJ and like would like for him to actually get to that point where he does become a lawyer, not just, oh, I finished school. I think that's where the miscommunication is coming from.
Well, what did he miscommunicate? Because all he did was quote verifiable statistics from
Hmm.
blackdemographics.com. What
Mm.
was the,
Yeah, take him some. He realized it a lot on blackdemographic.com. You can in that website they really go deep into the crime rates, single motherhood, uh, you know kids are born are well, like all these statistics that are horrendous. That goes deeper to what really was the problem in that community. Not in the even in that community, in the American society. So this was a good time to just see how he already was bringing up the fact that there's a problem, and you can see that modern females are not aware. Awareness is not there. It's not there.
What was the error there?
That um hold on one second.
Okay.
Oh, okay, so no, saying that he actually just is only graduating. Honestly,
Okay.
that's just what I'm seeing. This is
Well,
like
but
not my
okay, but
opinion.
what
This
I
has to do
asked
with other
is,
people.
let's not focus on him. I asked the question:
Mhm.
What did he quote wrong? Everything he spoke about where black women are
Mhm.
came from blackdemographics.com.
Mhm. Okay, well, I definitely cannot answer that question. I don't want to act like I know the answer to that because I don't.
Well, but you're saying that you said he overplayed, you kind of inflated himself, and it would have been so. What I'm hearing is it would have been better if he'd have made those statements, if he'd have just quoted those stats after he'd become a lawyer.
Yes, that would have been
Huh.
a better
Interesting.
choice
Why?
because a lot of women they want to see like this day and age, a lot of women they want to see like the proof right then and there.
A lot of women or yourself? You're talking about yourself. A lot of women or you're talking about yourself? That's my question.
They want you to like not just go to school, but actually go to school and actually have that career already.
Okay,
Make no
and
sense.
there's somebody who has a little bit of college.
Mhm.
Um, do you hold the same standard for women?
Well, me on a personal level, no.
There you go.
Let me ask a question. How often do you hear women who are in college, some who have children, actually talk about their accomplishments while they're in process of doing these things?
A lot of women do.
Okay,
A lot.
so women can, so a woman can do it, but a
Mhm.
black man needs to have finished and that needs to have passed the bar and be an attorney. But then after he did that, then you're saying that he would have been the information he stated would have been more credible. It would have been
Hmm.
more factual. It would have been more
Interesting.
true.
Yes, just more credible.
Well, no, no, ma'am. Credible is the facts, not the person. The facts are what we're talking about. The data.
This is where things started really coming along between the difference between male point of view and female point of view. Because a man is saying these facts is mean, is bad, and you should. It's not about the fact; it's how you're saying it. Okay. I, I, I don't think we really understood where the battle or the modern women thinking was until this time. We have an idea, and those that were part of the pickup community, even dating community, know that there was we got into something that we started understanding. So that's why we developed tricks to make sure we can just get what we wanted. But we never really put it all together. And I think the closest one was Roll Tomasi, right? He did a very good job explaining female hypergamy. Right now, with Kevin just was coming from another side, put it all together in raw, spectrum, live.
Data. What he said would have been accurate whether a woman said it or a man said it.
Hmm.
Whether a high school
See,
dropout or whether
it doesn't matter who
MIT
said it.
graduate.
It's there. It's the information's there.
Hmm.
So what I'm hearing is that black women, whom you're speaking for,
Yeah.
have a different standard for themselves than they do for black men. Black men need to have completely killed everything before we open our mouths. But black women could be in the process of doing something, and we should heap praise upon you.
Put it in the pedestal.
Honestly, I feel that women of any race, like if we're in the process of doing anything,
Hmm.
we more so praise ourselves just on a general basis if we just take race out of it.
Okay.
Okay.
Because like the standards for women tend to be like lower. Like if a woman, let's
Oh,
say, is unemployed, it doesn't look as bad as if a man is unemployed.
but are
Does
you
that
are
make sense?
well, yeah, but are you our equals?
No.
Okay.
So you expect to get paid less?
I don't expect to if you're doing equal work, but just
But
how
Do you?
society.
you just admitted we were not equal. You just admitted we're not equal. You see the language problem here? You admitted that you're not equal. Why playing these games?
But do you
Is.
do equal work?
On a general basis, yes. We both
So when a woman
get the
goes to
same
be a
education.
when a
Oh, sorry, go.
so when a woman goes to become a firefighter or a police officer, they take the uh, same test that the men do.
Hmm.
No, they
No,
don't.
they don't.
They don't.
No.
No, they don't.
See, this
I
is the
mean, you're female.
delusional.
You know what girl
The
push-ups are.
delusional.
Yes.
Okay, so you honestly believe that women doing physical jobs have to a fireman has to be able to carry 200 pounds. A woman can do that.
Oh, I don't know. Some women can.
Oh, you see, she don't want to say no because that means that reality will be disturbed. It's so easy to say no. Hey, you might be right. No, I cannot do it. So she had to go to the sisterhood and ask permission to to move forward with the conversation. Of course,
Right.
subconsciously,
I don't
So
know about all women.
she got
so
caught.
this whole gender pay gap thing. Um, Women don't work the same as men do, and you don't work as long, and you don't work as hard statistically. But when women are
Hmm.
doing the same jobs as men, doing the same things, women tend to get paid more. But we're gonna round it back on. But as um, how old are you? Do you mind me asking?
I'm 23.
23.
23.
Um, What do you plan on doing as a career?
As a career, honestly, right now, I don't know.
Okay. And while you're figuring it out, um, where you living or working?
Well, because of COVID, I'm not working, but if COVID wasn't existing, I would still be hosting.
Okay.
That's what I currently do as a job.
All right. Hosting like
Fine dining restaurant.
oh yeah. Okay. So you're a hostess.
Hmm.
All right. And 23. I mean, I used to be a waiter and a server. Um,
Oh, very nice.
yeah. So um, you went to school to be a paralegal. How do you? What's your plan on taking care of yourself for the rest of your life?
For the rest of my life,
Mm-hmm.
well, I hope to get with a modeling agency. That's one.
Uh-huh.
And two,
Okay.
honestly, I still don't know as far as career wise to take care of myself, but thinking of business ideas, that's kind of what I've been doing during COVID to
So
be able to take care of myself. Oh.
Now even building
If you were a
relationships.
man doing exactly what
Hmm.
you're doing right now, how
Hmm.
would the world judge you?
Loser.
Oh, the judge, like the world would not judge me well. Like,
Right.
at
Loser, of
23, I.
course. You're a loser. You just, well, yeah, I will do this. Just, you're just going through the world without really understanding what your consequences are being affecting those that are around you because you're playing with your time. You're playing too much. She has permission because she's a female, so she can take her time in those regarding. It shouldn't be like that, but it's happening like that. It's perceived like that. Okay.
College.
Mm-hmm.
I should be almost done with college or trying to get a master's
Whether you have
degree
to
or
go to the road, which
something,
one is it?
something of a higher level.
So that's how the world would judge you. Okay. And then you have a black man who actually, whether he passed the bar or not, he went to law school and graduated.
Hmm.
Um,
Okay.
I don't understand. I'm not understanding why this isn't something to be proud of. And again,
She left him. That's what
Not
happened.
once did he insult anyone. All
Mhm.
he said was, "I passed the bar, and I am in the that that puts me in an elite category as far as education and income potential among men, all men who pass the bar. That makes me the prize, all men."
Yeah.
But you're saying it was something wrong for him to say it, but all men
The
say
market
these
has to be
things.
so inflated, man. They
And
just
as
give
somebody who's going to be
delusional
working around lawyers,
to females,
I don't
man. It's
I don't know
crazy.
how you can hold that position.
Think about it. If 50 years ago, a guy that was graduate in bachelor degree and a female didn't have a degree, it would match because she looking at him with a bachelor degree, there's potential for a good job. Now females enter the workforce, right? They inflated the market where not even a bachelor degree or a master degree is enough. You have to earn money, extensively money, to make sure she can even be there for you. And it's insane.
Mhm.
And she left that guy that probably had potential.
I mean, I could see it if you weren't going to be around lawyers or a paralegal.
Yeah.
Were you raised by your mother and father?
Just mother.
Uh,
Single mom problems.
was you have a good relationship with your dad?
No.
Uh, what about dating?
Um,
Successful dating history with men?
Honestly, I haven't really had any history as far as dating, truth be told.
Um, are you into men?
Yes, I 110% am.
All right. But if you consider to be a model, I'm assuming you're relatively attractive. So you haven't had any dating history, but men do approach you.
Mm.
Sometimes I don't know,
Intimidating.
I
That's
don't
Well,
what she's
really
gonna
have
say.
much success when it comes to that, and I don't know why.
She might say,
I've tried
uh,
to
I'm
figure
too
it out.
intimidating."
are you, and I'm assuming you're black, are you a virgin?
Yes.
Okay.
But this is a lot of, it's kind of personal though.
That's okay, dear. I mean, I don't know you. No one knows you. Your picture's not up here. Hey, Sugar P, what's going on? There's no heat, no judgment. I'm just curious when I hear a seemingly educated, intelligent black woman who's going to be a paralegal. That means being
Mhm.
around and amongst lawyers and attorneys. Think that these men are not elite and don't consider themselves to be elite.
Hmm.
And I've worked around these people since I was 24.
Mhm.
And attorneys are some of the most proud, boastful, conceited, arrogant men on the planet. The only people that tend to be more than that are specialists, like brain surgeons, cardiologists. I mean, you don't generally have general medicine or family practitioners. Attorneys tend to be out there.
Mhm.
And
That's a good way of looking at it.
so I don't understand why a black man who passed, who graduated from law school, you're saying that he shouldn't be saying the truth until he does something.
Mhm.
Mm.
But ma'am, he's done more than you.
I mean, she's a single mom. She was raised by a single mom. I don't think she had the right model to follow and be fall in love. If that makes sense. She doesn't know what's the right thing. And this is the problem with a lot of these cycles in families, right? Eh, if it happens to be with a single mom that you were raised, you're probably gonna have bad relationship skill. The problem is not because single mom is bad. It's just there should be a dynamic between male and female where you have to understand the balance between those dynamics. And if you're an absent of those dynamics, it makes it hard for you to just build those relationship skills.
Mhm.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I was asking, at what point should black men be proud of themselves or brag on their accomplishments?
I guess this. Well, I'm assuming, just like speaking for other women,
Mm-hmm.
that when he actually gets that job or that position,
Okay. So,
just to
uh,
like prove. Oh,
okay.
yes.
So once he's got it. So let me ask you a question. What do you think about interracial dating? Are you okay with it?
Mhm.
So black men who were marrying out, that you don't have a problem with that?
Not in this day and age. Like, I mean, who doesn't date out?
Well, a lot of people, many people don't. But my question is, for a 23-year-old woman who is arguably not really going in any particular direction, uh,
Mhm.
a lot of waiters and servers and hostess and models tend to want to be around powerful,
Yeah.
successful men who can marry them and take care of them.
Mhm.
Um, I've known these women my entire life.
Mhm.
These are the lawyers and the doctors and the Wall Street types, the financiers. And if you got a black man who's in this position, losing one to the other side means that's one less than you can pick from. And
Mhm.
see, your counterparts, who you may not consider competition, but they are, there will be more than happy to get with the CJ King while he was an undergrad.
And he has a good point here. If we wanna bring this to race, the black guy will be okay marrying another woman because the other woman probably gonna see the potential and the genes that can be provided and resources with that person. The black lady tend to be more competitive to his counterpart, and that's what really brought the problem with black families trying to meet on mates, I guess. The competition for nothing is too big. See what I'm saying? And the guy, let's say he didn't have everything together, but it was a potential mate, and she just let him go. For what?
Mhm.
They wouldn't expect him to get out and go build Wakanda first before they said he should be able to pat himself on the back.
That makes a lot of sense.
So so maybe your attitude towards black men is hampering you in your relationship success.
I would hope not.
Well, you're 23 and attractive, right?
Yes.
Then there's no real reason you don't have men approaching you.
Exactly. You're way too young.
Man, I
Or is
don't
it just
know. Like,
It makes no sense.
people say smile, and I smile, but
okay?
Nah,
mm,
something's not okay here.
Well, what's going on, Sugar P? She's muted.
Hello.
Hey, I don't know if you were able to.
All right. So a lot of confusion here, a lot of bragging subconsciously. She's being naive on purpose. She's playing the naive game on purpose. She want to make sure that she can get validation in some way by saying like, "Oh, you're pretty, but you're pretty. You're supposed to be approached by a lot of people. You really don't have nobody. You really have nobody. Oh wow, that's so sad because you're very pretty. You see, that's the validation she might be looking for because she's 23. She's pretty. She wanna be a model. She's a virgin. Guys, if guys knew about that, they will be behind her. And I can tell you, she opened those, dating apps. You might have a different story, but I digress. Yeah, the problem with the black community in this regard is that they're not mating correctly, right? We're not getting the best of the best to move forward to create better societies, and not even that, not even go back to invest in their own communities. So this is alone makes it a problem. So I'm very happy to hear that he was tackling this very early on in his early podcast. I know this was not one of his feisty ones, but I want to make sure that I just go to a lot of them and just get what I get from those um, podcasts. Let me know in the comment section below, and I'm gonna really appreciate it.